Turn as well.
Before coming back, we all sat down and talked to each other. It was like we had more to offer than last year.
If you can unmute your mic, please.
We good?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Yeah, before we all decided to come back, we all sat down, had a conversation with each other. No, last year we had a lot more to offer to the table. We had a lot more things to accomplish, so we all decided to come back and give it another shot.
And Neil, we I don't think we've talked to you since last year. I mean, obviously you're one of the ultimate examples of 2020 where you opted out, you came back in, you got back into things. I guess walk us through just what that was like, and also kind of is 2021 starting to feel a little different than 2020 in some ways?
Yeah, my grandma was sick. I had to do what was best for me and my family. I had to go be there for her. But I always had in my mind I was gonna come back, whether it was this year coming up or last year when my grandma got better. She got better. I talked to the coaches, but players reached out, so I decided to come back. Things didn't go how I wanted it to, but that's why I came back for another year to make things right for this season.
Coach O talked about the expectations at LSU, obviously winning the national title 2 years ago. For you as players, hearing people talk about that and having last season happen, does that motivate you to turn things around, knowing that obviously what the expectations are here and what the fans expect you guys to win?
Yeah, it put the chips on our show. Coming from 2019 winning national championship and then having a season like we had last year. Us as a team, we have more to offer, so we just come in, work hard, do what we got to do to get back what we was.
Hey, hey Neil, this is Glenn West here. It seems like a lot of the early talk has been about Mason Smith and some of these freshman guys that have really kind of joined you guys' defensive line this spring. Can you talk a little bit about what you've seen from him and how he's improved? And then also, I think Landon Jackson is on the roster as well. I mean, what have you seen from both of those guys?
Well, Mason Smith, he come in ahead of the game. We won't even know as a freshman if like it wasn't on paper. So he teach me, we teach each other. I learn from him. He a good pass rusher, so I take notes from him. He taking notes from me. Like every day we're in the film, we help each other get better.
Hey, Neil, Jacques Doucet from Channel 9 Fruge. You and Glenn Logan and Andre Anthony, you celebrated the Super.
Jack, I think you did he cut out for y'all guys?
He cut out.
Mute him. Brooks.
Hey Neil, I mean, this is going to be your fifth year on campus. I mean, a lot of the guys on the team, like Glenn Logan, as Jacques might have been referring to, I'm not sure, but what's this defensive line group like? How do y'all spend time together? I mean, you guys are coming out of this pandemic now, and I mean, a little bit of the as things are starting to get better around here. I mean, what's this group like? I mean, what do y'all like together?
Since I've been here since 2017, this is the closest we have ever been as a unit. We hang out every day. We always on the phone, watching film together, trying to get better as a unit. We go against a great O-line every day, one of the best O-line we're going to see in the country. So we make each other better every day at practice, and we just ready.
Jacques, would you like to try this again?
Yeah, sorry about that. Out here in the country, I guess we're behind the times. I just want to ask you, Neil, just what are the conversations like with you and Andre and Glenn about how do you want to finish your careers? How do you want to get back to 2019 or close to that?
We conversate every day. We got a point to prove. We want to be one of the best D linemen in the SEC, not the country. So we just work hard every day. No talking, all work. Keep our head down, work hard.
And you guys have, you've Glenn, so many guys who are fourth, fifth year. I mean, you guys even have some sixth year guys on this team this year. I mean, what kind of changes does that make in a locker room when you have guys that have that experience and age and whatnot?
We got a bunch of leaders on this team. Even the young people leaders. So like having experience, it helps the growth of the young people. We help each other out, hold each other accountable. We just want to get back to the LSU standard performance.
Yeah, Amos Farrell, WWL Radio. Just wanted to ask you. Obviously, last year, the team switched to a 4-3, bit of a different look up front. Just how much is it beneficial now having a year of film to see where you guys needed to clean up and being able to actually attack that this spring?
Yeah, it's just repetition, like doing it over and over again. Running 4-3 for 2 to 3 years since I've been here, switching to 4-3, it was a heavy task, but just doing it over and over again, used to the scheme and practicing every day made us better as a unit.
Anything else for Neil? Okay, Brooks.
And on that, kind of around the 4-3 a bit. I mean, new defensive coordinator. I mean, the rush that you guys had on the defensive line last year seemed to be one of the big things for defense. What are the things that you're seeing? It seems like Orgeron's involved a little bit more with the defensive lines a bit when we saw y'all at practice. What do you guys what are you starting to see from this new scheme and how the defensive line is used?
I'm saying the defense coordinator, he holding his head on the D-line. Everything starts with the front. He letting us go, letting us get off the ball. He holding us to a high standard performance. We loving the defense so far.